Good morning and welcome to Inside Texoma. I'm News Channel 6 Melissa Kakarika, and today we're taking an inside look at the Texas-Oklahoma Fair. So I'm joined by Joe Cullen from the Founder Lions Club. Good morning, Joe.
Thank you, Melissa. It's a pleasure to be here. And it's always a pleasure to Founder Lions Club to bring you the Texas-Oklahoma Fair.
Yeah, it is very popular here in Texoma. Let's talk about how long you guys have been doing this.
Oh, gosh. Doing it for a little over 30 years. It used to be called just Wichita County Fair, and then it transformed down to the Impact down in K. Yeager area, and then we became the Texas-Oklahoma Fair. So we've been putting this on for a number of years, trying to bring better and improved acts every year and more participation for the fair. And I'd like to mention participation is very, very important. Because that is our revenue that we make for our Lions Club each year. And last year we were able to give away $56,000 from those people that came down and bought entrance to the fair. And so you can come and have a good time and also help out your local nonprofits from the funds that we disperse throughout the community.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit more about the Lions Club and where that money goes and what you do.
Hey, the Lions Club, actually in 2017, we are having our 100th anniversary for the Founder Lions Club. And we're very happy to be one of the reason we have Founder in our name is because we were one of the Lions Clubs that started up Lions Club International. And we are an international organization, and so that every year we keep trying to do bigger and better and trying to add more countries, add more people to the Lions Club. This year we're working with the MSU Lions Club, so we have the students at MSU belong to a Lions Club, and once they leave MSU, they can go anywhere in the world and become a lion in their country. So we're very, very happy with that. And we have Jack Levy, who's doing a wonderful job with that.
We definitely want to get out there and support you. Now let's talk about the fair. Let's get down to it. Everyone wants to know what you have going on this year.
Oh gosh, we got so much going on this year. Of course, got your usual things. We have, of course, your crafts that need to be brought into the fair on the 14th. But beyond that, we have some new things that are happening this year. We have what they call the Zuzu Dancers. It's one of the acts that we have for the fair. They're performing outside and also inside. And of course, Diane Pearson always does such a great job on the inside opportunities that she presents for people to perform for the fair. Mm-hmm. And outside, we'll have continue to have our bands. Mr. Cooper has set up our bands on the outside stage, and so you can go ahead and get your funnel cakes and all the good fair food and listen to the bands. And just beyond that, of course, we have the petting zoo. And so many people talk to us about the petting zoo, in which they come bring the kids and they get the pet kangaroos and other animals that come into the fair. And the rides, the rides are open till 10 o'clock, and the fair goes from 6 to 10 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday from 1 to 6. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to have a real good time.
I know inside there's always a whole bunch of exhibits and vendors. Let's talk about what that is usually like and what it will be like this year.
Oh, yeah. It's Joe Tom has done a wonderful job. And last I heard, we had over 50 vendors. And, of course, there's some that are still to come in, hand their entry forms in, and so they can become vendors as well. And that's always a good time. And they set up, and there a lot of year we have the same vendors come back, which means that they are getting their items out into the public, and the public are buying them or whatever they do, or if they're getting their interest out into the public, that's a good sign that when they keep returning. And of course, we have other exhibits in the main exhibit hall, and lots of things for kids to do. We have a kids corner this year where they can go and they can participate, and then we have the main stage in which the people are performing. So inside, outside, and we also have our hypnotist back this year.
Oh.
And he was standing room only last year, and so we brought him back, and he'll be performing. So get there early on in the show, so you can be sure you have a seat. And front row, you might get hypnotized.
I remember that from last year. I wanted to see him. I didn't get a chance to go, so I'll have to kind of sneak in this year. Now, I know the Livestock Show is also pretty big for you guys, right?
Oh, very big. Mike Candell does a good job with that. And Gosh, he's got so many things over there, barrel racing, he's got team roping, he's got exhibits, he's got gopher goats, he's got all of these things that side of our fair just keeps getting more expansive every year. And this year, if you can't make it across the bridge over to the Bridwell Center, they also have carts that you stand there and somebody will provide a cart for you to go over to the Bridwell Center. And so we're going to make that available to people. And so also, I need to say this year too, we're trying to get up to date a little bit. And for admission to the fair, we will accept credit cards. So we're coming off a cash basis, so we're going into a credit card world. And so if we hope that works out well this year, and if it does, we might expand it next year for the rides.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about admission. How much does it cost to get in?
Oh, it's still reasonable, $7 for adults, $3 for kids, and we send out thousands of entry forms, little tickets for kids throughout the various schools. So if they're in a great school, be sure and ask and look in the backpacks and see if there's some tickets in there that the Lions Club has provided for the children.
And you usually have Armband Nights as well. Explain what that is.
Yeah, Armband Night, for those who just can't get enough of the rides, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're going to have Armband Nights for $20, and so that you can ride all the rides that you can with that $20 starting at 6 o'clock, clear up until 10 o'clock. And maybe a little bit beyond, too, if we have a lot of armbands. So.
Yeah. And then you also do something special for the military, too, right?
Yeah, Tuesday night's also the military night, and the 366, which is our squadron that we've adopted through the Founder Lions Club, and they provide wonderful help for us. And also on Tuesday night at about 5:45 will be our dedication of the fair, and we'll have the ribbon cutting by the mayor of the city of Wichita Falls, and military officers will be there as well, so that it is military night, that first night of the fair. And the military, they all get in free, so including their families. So it's quite a night for them, and a good honor for us if they will attend our fair.
So it all kicks off September 15th, Tuesday.
Yes.
And runs a couple days, you said, right?
Yeah, it runs clear until through Saturday evening at 10 o'clock. So, and also, and we'll talk about this maybe a little bit more later, is that the entries need to be into the fair on Monday, the 14th. So on the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, that'll be the main part of the fair from 6 until 10 o'clock at night and 1 to 10 on Saturday.
Well, you're right. We will talk a whole lot more about that. But really, it's just a whole bunch of family fun. Bring everybody out. It's just a blast, right?
It is. It is. And, of course, everything is level. So if you're in a wheelchair or walker or anything like that, and there's plenty of places for people to sit down, you can come and, and just enjoy the fair. So it's a good time, and it's kind of a mini vacation that you can take right here in Wichita Falls.
That's true. Thank you, Joe. Well, we're going to talk again about the arts and crafts.
Okay, great.
Another new event that's coming up this year, that's coming up next on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma as we get you ready for the Texas-Oklahoma Fair kicking off on Tuesday. And a new event that's coming this year is a talent competition. So I'm joined by Connie Smithy to tell us about that. What is going to be going on with the new talent competition?
We will be having the talent competition on Saturday. It depends on how many entries that we have before we'll know exactly what time it will be starting. We know it won't be no later than 1 o'clock or no earlier than 1 o'clock. And it will run until 6 o'clock that evening. And we are having 3 judges that are local, and we're excited about that because one of them is Gary Biesinger, and he is the producer and MC at the Texasville Opry in Archer City. And we're also having Jeff Bryant, which is a fantastic musician from Nashville. And we are honored also to have Patricia Ackley. She is a musician also and a PA in Iowa Park. But we are so excited about this. This is the first year that we're doing this, and it's Wichita Falls Has Talent, and we have entries